Hey, this is ASpengler, and this is episode 14 of Building the Cologne Cathedral in Lego. And yes, we are back. I'm sorry for such a long absence of videos. I've been pretty busy with school and just trying to get back into the usual building sequence, I guess. So now we should be getting back into the flow of having another episode of Cologne Cathedral every Sunday. I'm also going to try to be getting some other videos out like on Wednesdays, such as tutorial videos, and try to get more vehicle videos out. But the main thing is that the Cologne Cathedral will be back on Sundays. So where we left off before, so that was a while ago. It would have to be, we were finishing up this back area, or not back, but middle section. The middle entrances were pretty much what I believe we were working on last. It's been a while, but those are looking good. We've got the mirrored side on the opposite. And so what is next? I really want to get working more on the front, but I know I can't get started on that until we get the structural stuff done in the middle, or the interior. So that means columns. So I'm gonna find some of the plans for the inside of the cathedral, try to get it semi-accurate with how the columns are placed, but I might be missing a few or add a few columns, but I don't think that really matters overall. We're really trying to get it really detailed and accurate, or maybe not accurate, but very detailed and good looking on the outside. The inside, we might not have as much room for as many columns as there actually is, so we'll just really be getting into adding columns just so it's structurally strong and looks decently similar to what it actually is on the inside, but we won't be too picky on the details in there, just because the same pieces can't have it detailed on the inside and outside. But that's going to be the first step. So once we get the columns on the inside, that'll bring it up to about here. Then we'll have the supports to go on to the next layer. So I'm going to start on this kind of middle section right here. We'll put up the next layer of windows, and then we can start, once we have a good structure, then we can build on top of it, and then we'll start having a back of the back of the front. So that's the main reason not to keep going on the front, just because I'm probably going to break it off and have another section that can be removed, just because it's already getting really heavy and don't want it to break just by having a huge piece in the front. So we'll build up the structure so there's a good base to get the next level here, and then we can start on the back, or we'll know where the back of the front lies, so we can get started on the next section up there. So big thing this segment will be to working on columns, and if we can, we'll get to the next layer of windows. Probably won't see anything done here, and probably won't get to the back for a while, but structure is definitely something very important. Got to get started on that. So that's what we'll be seeing in this segment. Also a note, I've been thinking about it, and I have a lot of things going on this summer, so I most likely will not be able to attend Brickworld Chicago. So that's a big sad thing, because that was kind of our goal, to get it finished, and I know a lot of people would go and see it, but we'll either have to wait a year. I'm thinking about going to Brickworld Michigan, but that's a smaller convention, so we'll have to see. But just a sad note, won't be going to Brickworld Chicago this summer, so sorry about that to anybody that was looking forward to seeing the cathedral there. We'll have to wait a year probably. So with that, we can still keep working on the cathedral. I want to try to finish it before the summer anyways, even though I can't go. But with that, go ahead, stop talking, and get working.
Okay guys, coming back for a quick update now. I've been working on the columns of the center section and pretty much got those all complete, or I guess they are complete. Just need to start working on the upper area now, but got the basic columns in. It's relatively accurate to how many columns there are in the actual this section, and kind of like the space, or like the even spacing they have. So in that respect they are semi-accurate, but in appearance they're not very accurate at all. So I just, at this point on the inside, I'm just going for structural. This will allow the roof to have something to, some like strong base that it can rest on. So this is fairly sturdy here, and so it will serve its purpose. I kind of threw in a few random detailed bricks in here and there, so there's it doesn't look bad, but it's not this sort of detail as you can see on the outside, but it does serve its purpose, and I'll just leave it at that. Problem is, for the rest of the cathedral, I don't really have that many bricks left, so I'll have to get some more, or just look through all my I might have to scrap some old sets or whatever to just look through all my reserve pieces to get the rest of the columns built. But I did get this area. I got some on that front area, as you can see there. I don't think there's much more columns that need to go on that side, or that section. This side has its columns done. I just need the other front or side entrances, which are the ones that go here and there. I did not work on the columns for those yet, but here are the columns. Next step is going to be adding in the buttresses on the two sides. So we'll put those on here. They'll go about to this far into the building. Then we'll have another set of windows that will come up here, and on the same on this side, and so that will bring us, it'll make it skinnier here. So then we'll go up. The windows will be about this high probably, and then basically there's just the roof there, and then this section will be done. So there's not too much more. It's over halfway done this side, this section. With the columns, that brings it closer to being complete on this section here. So as far as what else to do on this segment, I'm going to try to get, at the very least, we'll get one buttress done, and that will be our prototype. But I want to try to get at least one side done. Maybe the other side. We probably won't get all the windows done, but I at least want to get the prototype buttress done, and then see if we can replicate it to get the sides done, see how far we could get. And then as soon as we'll get this done, it'll allow us to continue work on the front. Also with this column design, if I can find more pieces to make more columns, I will do that for the side entrances. We'll do that because there's also buttresses on the side entrance. Really these middle areas, this one and the side entrances, they don't go too much taller. They just have the buttresses and then another set of windows, and then it's the roof. So there's not too much more to these middle sections here. The big thing is the front, and so the sooner we can get the middles done, that will give us put us in a better area for finishing the front. So I'm gonna try to go as fast as I can, get these done, get them done and looking good, and then we can finish up the front. So, and then I don't know when I'm gonna start on the back, but I definitely want to get farther on the front before I do the back. But with that, talking too much, go ahead and get back working. Okay guys, coming back for the last bit this segment. I was working on the buttresses, and I only ended up getting the first one done just because I kept going through different techniques and trying one thing, taking it apart, trying a different one, and so there's a lot of trial and error, but this is what I ended up with for the prototype buttress, and this is probably what we'll end up going with for the rest of them. So it definitely took longer than I was expecting, but now that I have the design, it shouldn't take too much longer. It should be pretty quick just making the rest of them. So, but that will be something for next segment, but just wanted to show you guys the progress of the first one. I made a few windows or stained glass parts. I worked a little bit on this area right here, and then I made the first buttress. So this is it. I think it looks semi-accurate. It's not the buttress and just like the detail that the cathedral had on it is something that's really difficult to kind of capture in Lego. So this is kind of what I ended up with. I think I represented it pretty well. You can tell it's a buttress. At least in my opinion, you can at least tell it's a buttress, and that's the most important thing. And I'm thinking once I get all of them lined up here, it's gonna really look good. And once we get the next layer of windows up here, it's gonna look real good. So I guess we'll wait and see until they're all up there, but for now, this is what I'm gonna go with. I think it's looking pretty good. Right away, next segment, we will be just taking this design and making a bunch more we'll finish this side off. Should be able to finish the opposite side as well. And then once the buttresses are in place, I'm gonna begin working on the stained glass. We'll put those along here, get the second layer of windows up here, and then there's a little bit of a roofing that's like in this section right here, so we'll get that as well. And then we'll see where it goes from there. I should be able to get all the buttresses done next week, and then at least start on the windows, maybe get those done as well, but I don't know if we'll get much farther than that next segment, but definitely we'll get those buttresses done. So with that, that's going to be it for this segment. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys again for being patient, waiting for the next segment. I know it took a long time just with my school schedule and work schedule, but we should be back to normal from now on until I go back to school, but that's not for a couple months, so you should get a lot of more segments out for Cologne, and I'll try to get more videos out just in general of other things as well. So with that, again, thank you guys for watching. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.